Hello, my name is Chuck Ross. I'm the Climate Catalyst for the Extension Committee on Policy, also known as ECOP, and the Extension Foundation. Prior to joining this national effort, I served as the Director of Extension at the University of Vermont and Secretary of Agriculture for the state of Vermont. I'm thrilled to be working on this important issue as part of Extension, and I hope to tell you why. As noted in the President's Executive Order, climate and extreme weather are widely recognized as a critical challenge. Many call it an existential threat to our communities from the local to the global level. It is clear if we are to successfully negotiate our challenging and changing weather and climate, we must continue to act, innovate, and accelerate our individual and collective response. Soil is the foundation for agriculture and forestry, a precious resource often overlooked, abused, and lost, but critical for stable communities with huge potential to make contributions toward coping with our climate and changing weather. It will be the landowners and land managers who will do the real work of managing soil. To be effective, they must be introduced to innovations to implement and taught how to accelerate the changes they need and we need as a society to adapt and mitigate the impacts of climate change. In the United States, it is the role of Cooperative Extension Service to provide that education and support. Cooperative Extension is a globally unique network of professional researchers and educators designed to teach and support the implementation of best management practices. Cooperative Extension was established in 1913 and is hosted at the U.S. land-grant universities. It is a network of over 32,000 employees with trusted relationships in all of our 3,140 counties and territories in the United States. The Cooperative Extension Service has been engaged in agriculture, forestry, and soil management for most of its 108 years. Extension personnel are present at and supported by 111 land-grant universities, created by the Morrill Act and expanded to include our historically Black institutions and Native American colleges, where they are engaged in some of the best science in the world and whose job it is to share their knowledge and provide support for the landowners and their communities. In fact, a recent survey of the Cooperative Extension Service identified over 200 programs that deal with climate and weather variability, and many are engaged in some aspect connecting soil and climate. Through this survey, we discovered that many of the programs engaging in soil and climate shared one or more of the following elements. One, the education and communication necessary to understand climate and weather variability. Two, adaptation strategies available to reduce impacts. And three, mitigation approaches that help to slow or reverse climate and weather variability. It's important to note that the metrics and the measurements are necessary components to proving efficacy and validating progress over time. As one can see, Cooperative Extension is fully engaged in the research, education, and implementation of climate work. It is an organization with trusted relationships that enable it to work with landowners across this country to understand and implement change. As we deepen our understanding of the ways soils can contribute to climate and weather variability, as we explore ways to implement changes on the ground so people understand, adopt, and sustain change, and as we consider better ways to more fully compensate landowners for the many goods and services they generate, Extension is the partner to translate the science into meaningful and measurable action on the ground. Extension needs to be a partner at the table of soil health and climate change if we're going to do things to help us understand the opportunities and importance of healthy soil, to adapt and implement the practices needed to make an impact, and to engage in the mechanisms and markets necessary to support the work of real change agents, the landowners in the 3,140 counties of this country. So as you contemplate your next initiative, connecting soil, climate, and weather, think about Cooperative Extension as a solid, experienced partner who can translate your work into measurable progress and partner in accelerating the change we all need to see. Please consider reaching out to your local land grant institution and their extension program. Check out the land grant near you here on the website on this slide. Appreciate your time today. Thank you very much.